Hello, I'm with King Vacuum Cleaner Company. We are an authorized dealer for Nilfisk America. What I plan on showing you today is the recommended changeover sequence for the 4 stages filtration of a Nilfisk, either the HEPA version of the GM80 or the ULPA version of the GM80. Most everything I'm going to tell you holds true for all of the Nilfisk G Series 80 vacuum cleaners. That includes the residential models which have the plastic tank. The only difference between the GM or GS80 and the plastic tank units are the main filter, which is the second stage of filtration, which I'll get to shortly. The first stage of filtration is the paper bag. The paper bag is a 2 1/4 gallon bag, and it should be empty when it's about half to 3/4 full. To get to the paper bag, use the positive safety latches, loosen both sides, pull the entire top off, which is mostly the motor unit, and this is the main filter. The paper bags go inside the lower tank, and they slide on the inlet filter, which is right here. What I also recommend for this is if you're picking up hazardous material, that you use what's called a poly liner. A poly liner is a plastic bag that fits inside of the tank loosely on the bottom before you put the paper bag in, so that when you're ready to pull the paper bag out, you can just take the poly liner, and after you pull the bag off of the inlet, you pull the poly liner out with the paper bag inside of it for disposal. The next stage of filtration is the main filter. This is the main filter. It's a very large cotton filter inside it. What it's doing is it's getting it down to 3 microns before it hits the next stage of filtration. The main filter has a life expectancy of about 15 years unless it gets crusty, dirty, or wet, or it starts to smell, or it gets torn. To get to the main filter, you take the top 2 positive latches off and pull the entire motor assembly out. This is the top portion of the main filter. You can either vacuum it out lightly, or you can use the shaker inside of it, and then you just shake it down into the tank. That's why a poly liner in there isn't a bad idea, because that'll catch any debris that falls off the main filter. The next stage of filtration is the microfilter. The microfilter fits over the lower cage of the motor housing. It just slides right up. This is a main filter. It's elastic at the top. You slide it onto the unit here and make sure that you pull it up snugly. What the main filter is doing is getting the particulate size down to 2 microns, and is protecting the HEPA or the ULPA cartridge. That should be changed. The microfilter should be changed after every 10 paper bags. The next and final stage, the 4th stage of filtration, is the microfilter, is the HEPA cartridge or ULPA cartridge. The HEPA or ULPA both have a life expectancy of about 1,000 hours. For residential use, that would work out to be, if you vacuum once a week for about an hour and a half per week, you should get about a 5-year life expectancy out of it. To change the HEPA cartridge is relatively easy. You take the 2 positive locks off, you take this ring off. There are 2 flathead screws on the side, and you just turn them 1/4 turn on both sides, of course. You pop this off, the handle, and as you can see, there's 4 screws around the side. You take the 4 screws off, you take the top housing off, and that'll be your cartridge inside of there. If you have any further questions, you can contact us either by phone at 800-771-4972. You can look at our website, which is kingvacuum.com/Nilfisk, Nilfisk, or you can email us, Jeff@kingvacuum.com. Thank you very much.